Hey everyone, it's Jazzy. That's me, in case you happen to not know what I look like for some reason. And you're watching my Value of Life presentation. And if you know me, you know that I love to dance, and I'm dancing all the time, so this will be about how dance brings joy to my life. Dance has surrounded my life ever since I was born. Before I was even born, my family had actually opened their own dance studio. So dancing for me is not just some hobby, it's kind of like my background and my roots that connects me to my family. And my mom was actually my very first dance teacher, and she taught me my first style of dance, which is hula and Tahitian. This style of dance holds a really special place in my heart, and we would also dance to like my dad's drumming, so he's tied into it as well. He actually later on taught me how to drum, which strengthened my dancing and also my bond for it. So for me, hula and Tahitian feels like home, and it reminds me of my family. On top of that, it's also given me many experiences in life and allowed me to try and be a role model for others. Since my family owns a studio, I kind of had to start teaching at a young age, and I was always seen as like someone who needs to set the example. Since I was the daughter of the director of the whole halau, the whole studio, I had a role to fill. So it gave me an important role. Yeah. But it has also given me the opportunity to respect and learn about cultures, and gave me an open mind about cultures and what they do, the customs they have, and because of that, I've always been so interested in other cultures and how they do things. It has really, doing this style of dance has expanded my view so that I'm always interested in those kinds of things, and I think that adds depth and value to life as well. Just this past November, I actually went to Tahiti, and I took in everything about the Tahitian culture. It was a beautiful experience that I can say I'll remember for my whole life. I took educational workshops, I explored the island, I competed, I touched their water, their trees, visited sacred land. I learned about the myths and the culture. In the end, I was blessed to be certified in professional Tahitian teaching and dancing. So it's so special to me, and it's not just a dance, and it's taught me culture, respect, responsibility, how to lead, how to be patient, connect with other people, tell a story, public speak, be confident, and there's just so much more to it than just a dance, and I love the whole thing. Well, hula and Tahitian has always felt like home to me. I later on discovered a new style of dance, which was hip hop. This was 4 years ago, and it was so new and different to me, and like it was exciting to see and watch, and it kind of like called to me. Like I was always interested in it, and it started with an obsession with dance videos on YouTube and like on the internet. I would obsessively watch them for hours on end, and I would rave about them to my friends, to my parents, my sister. I would re-watch the same videos over and over again to just analyze it and study it and like just be inspired by it. So watching this style of dance, just watching it, captured me in ways that hula and Tahitian couldn't, because it was just always there for me, because I already had it. So 2 years after that whole obsession is when I actually started doing it, was when I actually started dancing. Before that, I was like self-taught in my bedroom. So when I started, it was like a big deal for me. It was immediately like something I loved, because it was expressive and fierce and free, liberating, and it gave me like a rush that I can't fully explain. It's just something I can say I love to do just because, and just because the way I feel when I'm doing it, or the way it makes me feel. It gave me a space to dance just to dance. not because I was expected to, or because I have to be good at it, because I have to set the standard, because I have to be a good dancer. It was just because I felt good doing it. And it was a new feeling for me. It was also a plus that I wasn't great at dealing with my feelings, and dance was like the perfect place for me to release everything I wasn't good at explaining. So it gave me a good, safe place. It was a good release for me. The dance community has some of the most supportive people I've ever met and connected with, and dancing brought me to these people. It's crazy to have people that you only knew or just met for a couple hours and they cheer you on. Even if they don't know you, you have their support, because dancers is just a weird mindset where you want to see everyone succeed, and we all love to do the same thing. It's just taking classes in this style of dance is so therapeutic and like community based, and it's just, I think it's beautiful. It's just a party of passionate people just getting down to music and supporting each other and hyping each other up. I love it. The connections I've made through dance are friends that I would want to keep around forever. Dancing also brought me to realize exactly what I'm passionate about and helped me know what I want to pursue for my future. I know I never want to stop dancing, and it's elevated me as a person in ways I never thought, and brought me to so many opportunities as well as companionships, and brought me to feel like I'm on top of the world. A little bit after I started dancing hip hop, I got knee surgery. And getting this knee surgery was important to me because it helped me realize how much I love to dance. So before I started dancing, I played a lot of sports. I tried out a lot of sports, so I was kind of doing a lot. And I was on the wrestling team when I tore my ACL at a tournament. So that took me out of dancing for 9 months. And even though I was pretty young at the time, it was a big like turning point in my life. And it did two things for me. One, it made me realize how much I rely on dancing for emotional support and coping. So when that was gone from my life, it forced me to face my problems and helped me grow as a person. And two, it helped me realize how much I value dancing so much more than anything else I do, and I didn't want to risk not being able to dance ever again. So after that surgery and after I recovered, I completely focused on dance only and focused on how I want that to be my future. And I don't care about anything else. It's just my eye was on the prize, and that was dancing for me. I don't completely know what it is about dancing, but it kind of just does it for me. I can't even really explain it any other way. It's just like I can lose myself and find myself in dancing over and over again, and like it never gets tiring for me, because it can be anything. Dance can be anything. It can be for fun or for therapy or to connect with people. It can be a service to people, or just to feel myself, or to laugh and goof off and have a good time, or I can use it to express myself. It's just, I think it's a beautiful thing. It's a universal language that brings people together, that can help you connect with people you never thought you would. It's done a lot for me. It's made me confident, and it's helped me become resilient when times get tough, but I still want to keep dancing. It's helped me become more creative, and 100% it has made me really hardworking. So, I don't know, for me dance is just everything. I think that's it. I was kind of out of breath talking, but this is what I love to do, and this is what adds value to my life.